Not every prayer is answered the way you expect. Not because God is silent, but because many of us never learned how to listen. We rush into prayer with requests. God, give me, fix this, do that. But look at Jesus Christ. He didn't begin with asking. He began with our Father. Not a distant force, not a transaction. A Father. Prayer was never meant to be a list. It was meant to be a relationship. Because when all you do is ask, all you hear is silence. But when you learn to relate, you begin to recognize His voice and His response. We say, God, give me this. But heaven responds to alignment, not demand. 1 John says, if we ask according to His will, He hears us. Which means sometimes God says yes, sometimes no, sometimes wait. So shift the prayer. God, if this is your will, open the door, and if it's not, redirect me. Some prayers feel blocked, not because God moved away, but because something is in the way. Unforgiveness, hidden compromise, casual hearts expecting sacred answers. Isaiah said it plainly. Sin creates distance. Not perfection God is asking for, but honesty, repentance, a real heart. Faith is not pressure. Faith is trust. James speaks of asking without doubting, not pretending, but trusting, even when the answer is not what you wanted. Real faith sounds like this. God, I trust you, even when I don't understand you. Even Jesus Christ prayed more than once. Persistence is not repetition. It's relationship over time. Because not every answer comes instantly. Some answers are a process. Consistency builds sensitivity, clarity, alignment. Not every answer is a miracle. Sometimes it's peace. Sometimes it's a closed door. Sometimes it's a voice through someone else. Sometimes it's a changed heart. But many miss the answer because they're only looking for signs. Prayer is not one way after you speak. Be still. Listen. Reflect. Open the word. Because God doesn't only speak in feelings. He speaks through truth. You pray for discipline, but avoid responsibility. You pray for growth, but resist change. There's a disconnect because prayer works best when your life agrees with what your lips are saying. So the real question is not, how do I make God answer me? But how do I align myself to recognize when He already has? This is more than prayer. This is alignment. This is relationship. This is how doors open.